Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask. Let's do the whole darn weekend. Saturday, March the 28th, is National Black Forest Cake Day, National Something on a Stick Day, National Triglycerides Day, and National Weed Appreciation Day. The 29th, Sunday, National Lemon Chiffon Cake Day. Oh, that sounds good, doesn't it? Lemon
cake sounds good.
chiffon cake. National Mom and Pop Business Owners Day. We're going to come back to that in a second. National Nevada Day and National Vietnam War Veterans Day. Now, circling back to the National Mom and Pop Business Owners Day, now more than ever, mom and pop businesses need help. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a lot of businesses right now that are struggling because of everything that's going on. If you could do me a favor, think of a local business in the community that you live in, maybe one you've done business with, maybe one you haven't. Reach out to them, maybe get a gift card, do something nice. And even if it's not something that you can use, maybe give that to somebody that's like working right now on the front lines to kind of keep everybody safe. Be a really, really good thing.
Yeah, agreed.
Right. We've got an awesome guest coming up here in a bit as well. We've got Jill Wagner. She was on Punk'd. She was the host of a TV program on ABC for a long time called Wipeout. And she's got a new show. It's actually a movie on Mystery Channel. It's the Hallmark Movies and Mysteries. It's Mystery 101 and Education and Murder that comes out this weekend.
If you grew up in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, you should consider joining us for this amazing vacation.
My wife and I have been to this event the last 3 years, and we've had a blast.
Join us at The Sands.
Hear amazing music from Billy Idol,
Cheap Trick,
Belinda Carlisle,
Little River Band,
The Hooters,
Tesla,
Howard Jones,
and many more.
Plus, meet awesome stars from movies and TV.
It's the best week ever.
Learn more right now at thesands.rocks.
That's thesands.rocks.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. A study by Science Daily found that 40% of Americans are obese.
40%.
40%. So at least it's less than half.
That's less than half.
Trying to come up with a positive way of looking at that. I happen to fall in that category, by the way. I'm less obese now than I used to be. I used to be extremely obese. Now I'm just obese, which is kind of nice.
Which is good.
On the computer, when we were sitting with our little health coach, it's used to say extremely obese. Now it just says obese.
That's good.
I'm like, oh, wow, hey, I'm only obese. I've got a link to the study in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Not all credit cards are created equally. Some cards have higher rates, some have annual fees, some are just not very good. Often people will sign up for these because that's all they qualify for. But if you've done that, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation can change. Then you could qualify for a better credit card, one that offers you a better rate, or one that offers miles, points, cash back, or whatever is the best fit for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
This is your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by Time4Rehab.com. A Michigan man attacked by a samurai sword-wielding partner, his partner, after he didn't buy him marijuana. 28-year-old Neil Patrick Wasinski was hit with various assault charges January the 18th, 2 days after allegedly punching the victim's rib cage and then stabbing him with a 21-inch samurai sword.
Yikes.
Still armed with a bloody sword, he chased the 23-year-old victim into the parking lot. They both took refuge in separate apartments, the victim said. They were called to the scene around noon on January the 16th. They found the victim smoking a cigarette while holding a bloody towel to his side. He said his boyfriend of 1.5 years claimed that his partner decided to attack him because he didn't buy him marijuana. So there you go. That's what happens when your brain is on drugs. Or maybe in this case, it wasn't on drugs. Or maybe it was and it didn't have. I don't know what happened there. Who knows?
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Bachelor star Colton Underwood has tested positive for coronavirus.
That's too bad.
That is too bad. But I believe things are going well there. I sure hope. Last time I checked anyway. Kardashians are looking to kill a new book based on Kim's sex tape. So there's like a book coming out and they're trying to stop that.
Oh, okay.
So they're trying to get that out of there. To erase your cabin fever, Hallmark Channel is bringing back their marathon of Christmas movies this weekend. 27 of their countdown to Christmas films. So
do people really watch those
yeah.
other than
Oh, yeah.
Christmas time?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
I know people that are watching them, yeah. We got a guest coming up later in the program. It's going to be on a different channel, Hallmark Mystery Movies. Mystery and...
Now that I could see.
I don't know what it's called. I got it wrong, but it's a Hallmark channel. It's the mystery one. That other one. And the coronavirus is wreaking havoc on Hollywood. 1984. Wonder Woman 1984 is the latest to join the list of delayed movies. They're going to be waiting until they say, quote, all of this blows over. I've got a link to that story in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Drinking too much can ruin your life. Alcohol and drug issues can cause problems at work, at home, and pretty much everywhere. If substance abuse has taken over your life and you want to quit, there is help. TimeForRehab.com could be the first step in the right direction for you. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find a new life beyond addiction. Your insurance company may even cover the cost to help make this happen. You can learn more now at TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Australia has closed all their pubs indefinitely, although schools remain open. So it's business as usual in schools
Really?
in Australia.
That's interesting.
At least at the time of the writing of this story. So I don't know if that's changed. That might have changed. Who knows? Italians are being hit hard by coronavirus because of their customs of kissing on both cheeks. So they're saying that's one of the reasons that happened. So, where we might do a little fist bump or shake hands or high five or whatever, they kiss each other's cheeks a couple times. And they're saying that. So there's an expert out there saying that is why it spread so quickly in Italy because of that custom. So that makes sense to me, I guess. Have you ever heard of DJ D-Nice?
Vaguely.
Iconic New York City DJ hosting a star-studded social distancing dance party. Several of them from his apartment. I'm not really sure, but DJ D-Nice hosting these dance parties. I have not been invited, so I don't know. Prince William called the coronavirus, quote, a dreaded crisis that he wished would never come, end quote. So, okay.
Well, duh.
I think that's kind of
Isn't that kind of universal?
Should I put out a press release? John Small says.
That is so profound.
Who cares what John Small says? Andy Cohen announced that he's also been tested positive for coronavirus. More people stuck at home has led to a higher demand for cannabis. A Bank of America analyst said, our checks across North America were consistent. Regardless of region, cannabis purchases have accelerated. So they're saying that when people have all kinds of time on their hands, they like to just do that. So,
okay.
Interesting. When your mind draws a blank, it probably means you're under stress. According to a new study of Why We Forget, it seems stress plays an important role in how well our powers of observation and recall interact. Stressful situations like exams, courtroom testimony, job interviews, they all affect our memory. So that's all kind of cool stuff. I'm trying to see what else I have over here. Oh, hey, there was no, I don't want to do that one. How about this one here? Says studies show that women need at least 1 hour of exercise a day in order to keep off excess weight. So saying if you're just sitting around.
I don't like that study.
And I saw one person said, okay, we've heard of the freshman 15. I think I've got the COVID-19. Is they're feeling like they're
sitting
gaining
around eating.
Yeah. So hopefully that you don't gain that much. That would be bad. And I'm just looking here because I've skimming through so many stories that are all about the same topic, and I'm trying to just not do that. How about this one? What is this one? A Northern California city is asking residents not to use T-shirts as toilet paper. They said panicked customers
plug your
exhausting
toilets and
toilet paper aisles nationwide. Well, the city of Redding, California tweeted, please remember, if you use anything other than toilet paper, bag it, don't flush it. They're having all kinds of issues with sewer systems, so that's just yucky. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend.
Introducing InsuranceChicken.com. Why InsuranceChicken.com? Why not? Another insurance company has a duck, one has an emu, and that other company has a lizard. So InsuranceChicken.com is no more silly than any of those. Is it time for you to cross the road for your insurance? Don't be chicken. Check out InsuranceChicken.com. We'll help you peck out the best insurance rates we can find at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Super excited to visit right now with Jill Wagner, and we're going to be talking to her, even though we know her from a bunch of other stuff. We're going to talk to her about a new movie Mystery 101. It's on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries. Jill, how you doing?
Hi, I'm well. How are you doing, John?
I am fantastic. Excited to see you take the leap and do this movie for Hallmark Movies and Mysteries. Is this the first time you've had a chance to work with them?
No. It's a series on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries, and this is our fifth one. And it's a really, dare I say, it's my favorite movie of the series.
That's good.
Dare I say that?
Yeah, you could say that.
Usually I don't say that, but this one, I actually watched it last night. They sent me a copy of it, and I watched it last night, and just really, really excited about it. It's kind of got two stories going on at the same time.
A lot of folks know you from hosting a really cool program on television. You've hosted a couple of really cool television programs. So what is it like to take that leap from being a host of a show to now being in the movies?
Well, it's odd. I mean, I actually started out as an actor. I started out with, my first job was Punk. So that was improv acting. And then I went from that to Wipeout to Blade the series. And I've had a few acting jobs that I started out at small acting jobs. It's weird. To go back and forth is really fun for me because sometimes I get really tired of being Jill, and so I like to play a character. So and then sometimes I get tired of the character and I want to go back to just being real and being with people. I loved a little show that I did that was a small little show, but it did really well for INSP called Handcrafted America, where I got to travel around and talk to people that still work with their hands and true artisans and that have stuff in the White House and the Smithsonian and just really learn how they do that because I think it's a dying art. And I love doing stuff like that. I love talking to people. I'm a people person for sure. But then it is always nice to go into character and to be a kid, and it's almost like Halloween every day. You get to dress up and play a character.
Now, speaking of playing characters, go back a few years now. You were in this program called Punk'd, which took off like wildfire. You were in that with Ashton Kutcher. And what was that like? Because you guys were kind of playing tricks on people, right?
Yeah. Well, when I auditioned for it, I didn't even know what it was. I had just gotten out here from North Carolina, and my friend, who I didn't have an agent, he was just a friend of mine, was like, I think you should go in and audition for this show. And I said, I don't even know what an audition is. Is that like a job interview? And he said, yeah, just bring a headshot. And I wound up bringing a Polaroid of my head because I had no idea what a headshot was. and I think that Ashton probably thought I was punking him when I did that, but I was like, no, I really just, ignorance sometimes is bliss, I guess. And it was just this cool show that, I mean, what an original concept he had. And it was awesome. To be a part of that was awesome. But I think more than anything, for me, I got a chance to really learn. I mean, he really took the time to teach me what improv acting was about, and also to teach me a little bit about the industry and not to listen to every single suit that tells you that you can't do it, because sometimes they're wrong. So sometimes you just have to believe in your own ability and hone your craft and stick with it. And that's kind of the way my whole career has been. I mean, it's not been easy, but I've bounced around from different things to different things. And I mean, my resume is all over the place, but that's just because that's what kind of person I am. I am all over the place.
Now, Mystery 101 and Education and Murder, this is one of 5. If they want to see the others, will those be on as well?
You know what? That's a good question. I have no idea. Sometimes they air the ones before. I would think that maybe they would do that, but that I think the best thing to do is just go online and look and see their schedule. But they're all really they don't lead up to one another, so you don't have to watch the first one, second one, third, fourth to get to the 5th. They're all encapsulated in their own little world and perfectly wrapped up in a bow. You can watch the 5th one and then find the other ones at any other time and still be on track with the story.
Well, I really appreciate you taking the time to chat with us today, Jill.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Again, Jill Wagner. The program is on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries. It's called Mystery 101. All the details in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
If you grew up in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, you should consider joining us for this amazing vacation.
My wife and I have been to this event the last 3 years, and we've had a blast.
Join us at the Sands.
Hear amazing music from Billy Idol,
Cheap Trick,
Belinda Carlisle,
Little River Band,
The Hooters,
Tesla,
Howard Jones,
and many more.
Plus, meet awesome stars from movies and TV.
It's the best week ever.
Learn more right now at thesands.rocks.
That's thesands.rocks.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
You can sneeze faster than a cheetah can run.
That makes sense to me.
Clocking in at 100 miles per hour, we can sneeze faster than cheetahs run, 4.5 times faster than the fastest man on record, 20 times faster than Michael Phelps can swim. We also, unfortunately, expel about 100,000 germs when we sneeze. So do this little thing where you sneeze into your... What do you call this? It's like the
crook of your arm.
And the crook of your arm. It's the inside of your elbow. I don't know what you call that.
It's the crook of your arm.
You sneeze into the crook of... That just sounds so weird. Sneeze into your crook. Coming up, we've got a sneeze story about somebody who sneezed in someone's face. Oh, so disgusting. That's coming your way. Thanks for listening to today's Fun Fact.
Not all credit cards are created equally. Some cards have higher rates, some have annual fees, some are just not very good. Often people will sign up for these because that's all they qualify for. But if you've done that, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation can change. Then you could qualify for a better credit card, one that offers you a better rate, or one that offers miles, points, cash back, or whatever is the best fit for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, a news headline from somewhere in this world, Dateline South Korea, or as a good friend of mine calls it, the good Korea. That just sounds so mean.
It's the good Korea.
South Korea's drive-in movie theater, the theaters there are enjoying a huge surge in business because of what's happening in the world. So the cool thing is, I know there are still...
I think everywhere, if
there's still some...
happens to still be a drive-in, it's...
drive-in theaters around here.
Yeah.
We should maybe plan to
absolutely
load up the old family.
So fun. I
and
love
check it out.
drive-ins.
Yeah, that is a lot of fun. I got a link to that story, by the way. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Drinking too much can ruin your life. Alcohol and drug issues can cause problems at work, at home, and pretty much everywhere. If substance abuse has taken over your life and you want to quit, there is help. TimeForRehab.com could be the first step in the right direction for you. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find a new life beyond addiction. Your insurance company may even cover the cost to help make this happen. You can learn more now at TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. While most of Florida's elected officials urge the public to refer to health information from the CDC, the Florida Department of Health, or even their own doctor, one commissioner used his public commission meeting to share his own ideas. This happened March 20th. And Commissioner Bryant Culpepper, he's being mocked online big time for this. He referenced a program that he saw online. And it turns out it wasn't a true story. But he was sharing this hoax. He said, according to this, these germs hang out in your nasal passages. So if you just use a blow dryer and you blow that up your nose.
Oh, my.
Yeah, it was like a parody site.
Right.
A satire site.
Right.
Well, he didn't realize that, so he's standing in front of the commissioners reading this on the record.
Oh, how embarrassing.
It says, according to the World Health Organization, hairdryers do not effectively kill the virus. So, as much fun as that may be, that's probably not going to work. That's today's Weird News.
John and Heidi.
Now, your moment of duh, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com.
Yeah. I'm not doing that.
I asked Heidi to do that, and she won't. A New Jersey man was busted on Tuesday after coughing on an employee at a store and then saying, I have the coronavirus. Staffers at the store worried that George Falcone was standing too close to her in an open display, and she said, hey, could you please back up? To one step back, the 50-year-old man crept even closer and then purposely like coughed right in her face. Then he laughed and said, yeah, I'm infected with the coronavirus. He told two other employees that they were lucky to have jobs, Anyway, summons were issued for him for making a terroristic threat, obstruction of law, and harassment.
Good Lord.
Require him to appear in court at a later date. What he did was wrong.
It was
you don't
wrong,
do that.
but seriously?
Yeah, I'm glad. Hopefully it sounds like he didn't really have that. I don't know.
No, he was just being snide because they were...
They say... The Attorney General said, anyone who pulls a similar stunt will also be charged, so don't do that. This is at least the second story we've read where somebody did that. And I know that there's probably more than just the two. Just don't do it. That's why it's today's moment of duh.
Introducing InsuranceChicken.com. Why InsuranceChicken.com? Why not? Another insurance company has a duck, one has an emu, and that other company has a lizard. So InsuranceChicken.com is no more silly than any of those. Is it time for you to cross the road for your insurance? Don't be chicken. Check out InsuranceChicken.com. We'll help you peck out the best insurance rates we can find at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Now, fake news or Florida? Heidi, tell me, is this a true story from the great state of Florida, or is it hashtag fake news made up just to trick you and amuse me?
Alrighty.
A North Miami man was arrested for breaking into a woman's home and slow dancing with her cat. Fake news or Florida?
I'm going to say Florida.
No, as much as I wanted it to be. It's a really good fake news story. By the way, if you would like to submit a fake news story, or if you see something silly in Florida that you think maybe I could use to trick Heidi because it's so absurd, you can submit those right through our website. Go to the bottom of the page. You'll see a little form you can fill out there. It's the website is johnandheidishow.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is a good news. I'm sorry.
It's a good news.
It is a good news story. See, I could have saved it if I would have done that.
You could have.
And I didn't.
Except you're tripping over yourself,
Your
but
way,
that's okay.
Courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Here's the headline. Waitress brought to tears after local musician's act of kindness. Nathan Shepard took his talents to Facebook Live, playing his guitar and asking for some donations to help out someone in need. It says in one day, Shepard raised $232, which he used to tip a local waitress. By chance, that person ended up being Jessica Young, a single mother of 3 who is waiting a kidney and pancreas. She's waiting for a transplant. She said, I cried. I waited tables and bartended for quite a long time, and nothing like this has ever happened. I was so very gracious. But Shepard didn't stick around to see those tears. He said, I didn't want to see her response. I wrote a note on the back of a check and left it in the book and walked out. I didn't want to see her face. I wanted her to enjoy that moment. That's really cool. And he says, it wasn't about me. All of the other people that donated are the real heroes. He says, to know that maybe there's a little weight taken off her shoulders, that means mission accomplished. Aww. So after Shepard left that night, the restaurant owner sent a message saying, I pray every day, but tonight after you left, I dropped to my knees and sobbed. Well, I thank God for providing to my employee what I could not.
Oh,
that is so nice.
That is beautiful. Love those stories.
A link to the rest of the story if you want to read all about it, and it's got the actual note that he had written and then the text that went back. All of those details are in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Be safe out there. Use your head. Don't cough on people. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch other people's faces. What else can we tell them, Heidi? Mm-hmm. Some of the things we read about today. Don't do those things.
Yeah.
Make good choices. That's what I want to say. And thank you. You've already made a good choice. You're listening right here to The John and Heidi Show.